Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And they'll start by trying to reverse. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Levis will look to throw on the first play from scrimmage. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up second down. Now Levis. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 7 yards there and a first down. The Cowboys at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they're hitting their stride of late, winners of 3 of their last 4.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Levis looking to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Excellent effort defensively by him. 2 tackles for a loss last week, now 1 here in the first quarter.
He's an absolute disruptor, isn't he? And I think most offenses would love to go against guys who just want to hold the point of attack and try and keep things clean for their linebackers. But when they make those moves and they can get upfield past the offensive line into the backfield, that's hard to handle.
Buying time to his left. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Dolphin football. In motion goes Huff. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Throwing is Williams. Open man downfield is Hill. Down the right sideline. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Well, Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Yeah, that's a nice pickup there, especially when it comes on the heels of a 3-and-out the first time you have the ball. They were determined to not have that happen again, and that's a nice throw for their first down of the game.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Like 54.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Like 13. Like 13.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Back to throw, it's Levis. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Levis sets up to throw here. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
Like 5-4. Like 5-4. Short.
Levis. He's got Bellinger. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. So just 3 yards on the completion. And that'll bring up second down.
Like 49. Like 49.
Here's Levis. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Levis out of the gun on third down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And the first play will be a field goal try. This will be a 34-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
From the gun, here's Williams. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Play action. Now Williams. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. "31 yards on the punt there. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. 2nd and 10.
Mike 13, Mike 13.
Levis to throw it. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
They need 18 yards here on 3rd down.
Here we go.
Levis back to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Tommy Townsend now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Here's Williams. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And now here's a carry heading left. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Mike 0.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there. But that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Hey, come on. Here.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Levis, he's going to audible to something else. And that is incomplete. Was that the incorrect read or just more an error on the throw by the quarterback?
I lean more towards the latter because it seemed like he was open there. Just missed him on the throw.
And a tough one to miss because now you're dealing with a 4th down. Butker's kick here is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. They complete it to Hill. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Working out of the gun, Williams. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll get nothing out of that one. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. In motion, Hill.
Off the play fake, it's Williams.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
And the Cowboys here on third down, bringing in an extra defensive back.
To throw, it's Williams. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. 64 yards.
And the Dolphins are able to extend their lead. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield of the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And the kick team down there quickly. They don't have to run as far as they used to, and they're able to stop him before he can even make it to the 15.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Looking to throw again on second down.
Levis
firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
Levis looking to move him around a bit.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number one.
Second and 9. Levis to throw once more.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on third and 9.
Levis out of the shotgun now.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
They'll throw it again with Levis. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Here's second and 10. Hands it off out of the gun.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on third down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started.
And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the third quarter will start from the 30. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
In motion, Hill. Looking to throw is Williams.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
A short one there, caught by Likely.
So he stopped for no gain, and that will bring up second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
To throw, Williams.
Brought in by Huff. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there. 53 yards.
And the Dolphins are able to add on to that lead.
As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a three-possession game.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Mike 49. 54 readers tonight.
Back to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Mike 54.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. A gain of just 1.
After watching that play result, it took me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and we asked him, so how you plan to move the ball against this defense?
He didn't really tip his hand, did he?
No, he didn't. I think it's because he really didn't have an answer. He wasn't quite sure how he was going to get it done, and that play showed us exactly why he was worried.
Yeah, this #1 defense, they can put that on their highlight reel. They have been able to stop the run all season long.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Here's a quick throw caught out wide. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. To the air, Williams. He sets to fire deep. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away.
So the false start will back them up 5. Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
49, Mike 49.
Now Levis. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Mike 13, Mike 13.
Levis looking to throw.
And that is incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Going to be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself. I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Operating from the gun, Williams.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
And this is what they're going to need more of. It's the third quarter. You're trailing. You've got to come out with a renewed sense of purpose, and that's a nice way to kick off the drive with good yardage and a first down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there.
Hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that will get him one closer. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. And the Cowboys are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. So the deep ball giveth, and now the deep ball taketh away.
Man, you're getting deep on me here. I like that. Going to the next level in what you're thinking. And when you think about all the success he's had throwing the football so far, sometimes when you're doing that, you think you're invincible out there. But he was given a cold dose of reality on that throw.
Working from the gun, here's Levis.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set them back on second.
Well, they've got the lead, but it's certainly not a big one. And how do you keep control of that lead? Certainly not by that last play there. They gave up a big sack on the first play of this drive. Now it's double the distance to the first down marker.
22 Linda.
Throwing on second and long. Levis. Wide open receiver complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. They'll look to throw now on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third. So now first and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 38.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. 49 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Levis from the gun. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Oh, yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. The offense on third down, just one conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 4. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
There's a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on third down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
Back to throw, it's Levis.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be second in a couple.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
Levis sets up to throw here.
And that is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal.
And Levis going back to the air.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal.
I know this is your spot, partner, so forgive me for jumping in, but there's no decision right here. They have to go for it in this situation. They're down on the scoreboard. How many other opportunities are you going to get?
Yeah, I'm with you. 4th quarter, like you said, down on the scoreboard. And remember here, a field goal virtually does them no good. Touchdown, Cowboys! A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Cowboys have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. A late turnover is so often the difference in a ball game, and here the turnover leads to the go-ahead touchdown.
So repeat after me, partner. You have to take care of the football. In order to protect a lead, you must take care of the football. Ball security. How many times do they have to say it? They've been preaching it since day 1 of camp, and it came back to bite them. Right?
And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Throwing is Williams.
That's going to be complete on the sideline, but it left him no room to run as he goes straight out of bounds. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
A short one there, caught by Likely. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
No hesitation, goes right back to Likely.
And he's brought down. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down.
A quick throw complete into the flat out left.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on first and goal.
They'll run with Mitchell.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Dolphins answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead.
Carlson on for the PAT. And that will make this a 4-point game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback. Here's 1st and 10.
Like 54, like 54.
Here's Levis. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton.
That he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
In motion goes Huff. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this third down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the first down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
Here's Williams from the gun on third down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
They'll go. Here's Williams.
And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but...
And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. This is 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Here comes 2nd down. Levis.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete.
But the defense on him quickly at the 6-yard line.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here.
And that will be incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Desperation time now. Here's Levis. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
Levis to throw.
And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete.
And this will be a 1st down as well, but the clock continues to move.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Like 13, like 13.
Here's Levis.
He's going to let it fly.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Dolphins have just about sewn up this football game.
The victory very likely now for the Dolphins as they take a knee here. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins, and a little bit of a surprise they lose the turnover battle but wind up winning the ball game.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover.